My biggest challenge right now is that I have a rapid weight gain, hormonal and adrenal disruptions, menopause and stress. I think we know a bit about this. My body is different. Nothing fits anymore. I'm not sure if this is temporary or my new body. I know what works or has worked for me before, but I've got two questions. Will I go back to what I was before or not? It's unlikely you'll go back to being exactly as you were. Because just with the hormonal changes, it tends to redistribute where we hold weight. So as we lose estrogen with age, so estrogen tends to make fat dominant on the lower half of the body, so the hips, thighs and buttocks, versus when we lose that estrogen, the weight gain tends to go more around your middle. So even if you lose the weight, you might find that you've lost your waist that you had before. So I would suggest that there's a potential that your body is not going to be the same as what it was. It is not unusual. Now, some people do manage to go back to the same, but I'd say there's a good chance it may not be the same just because of that hormonal redistribution of weight. And so number two, if I don't, I'm not sure how to dress this body. I also don't want to buy a whole bunch of new clothes that will be too big in a little while when I hopefully balance things out. But I want to stop feeling awful wearing too tight clothing or not being able to zip up dresses. My strategy, I think, is to try and get things that might be okay, even if a bit big. So wrap dresses as an example, or things that can be belted, but it's still a struggle right now. I wish to have my body back to where it's not much of a mystery of what to wear, or to be able to buy things I know I'll be able to wear for many years, and also to make shopping easier and a less mental and emotional work. I would kind of want someone to tell me this, and this are what you should buy. I partly feel like I need to get things settled and not in transition first, so I know what my body is before I buy, because I do like to buy less and better quality, hence more expensive pieces. It's such a challenge right now. So I would think about buying, you need to have some clothes that work for you right now, whether or not they work in the future. So it could be buying a few things that are a bit cheaper, but that have stretch in them. And this is where, when there's a bit more stretch, you can potentially go between sizes a little bit more. And absolutely, you're right, thinking about things that are belted that you can generally pull in or let out a bit. So garments with a bit of stretch rather than wovens that have no give are going to be your friend. But, maybe this is not the time to buy the more expensive investment pieces until your body has settled down and you know what you've got. You also may need to look at getting a new set of body shape kind of particulars, which is going to give you that list of this, and this is what you need. Because say you've had a waisted shape in the past, but now you have lost your waist, menopause is making you lose your waist, you may be going, say, from an X shape through to an H shape. So what I'd be doing is do my body shape calculator, figure out what is your shape now, and then start looking at those recommendations, because they're going to give you the more flattering garments for your current body and potentially for your future body. So you may have to completely change what you have always gone for and worked, and this can be a bit of an adjustment. I can tell you it takes a bit of time, but it is absolutely possible for you to find a new way and a new style that works for the body you have now and going into the future. And give yourself a break, because it's a pretty big change. And I've been through the menopause. There's a lot of changes that happen. And so we need to give ourselves a break when these things happen, and maybe get a little bit more realistic. I'd love to have the slimmer body I might have had, but now it's, life is a bit different. My body isn't behaving like it used to, and I have to adjust to the body I have now, just as we all do as we go through this change of life. So think about some clothes with some stretch. Think about looking at a new set of body shape guidelines potentially, because they may be the ones that take you forward. You may get lucky and go back to what you were, or you might find that it is a new body and that you have to adjust your requirements. So just a few tips, but do the body shape calculator. And I think this is where getting that education in style really makes a big difference, because it really helps you figure out what does and doesn't work for you, so that when you are shopping, you're feeling so much more empowered rather than feeling like you're at a loss, so that you know what are the things you're actually looking for rather than randomly buying things that don't work. So thank you all for your questions, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now.